Yo, like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. um, you see the plugs, PrizePicks sitting up there at the top. They'll match your deposit up to $100 using my code 100% up to $100. Down low, you see props.cash. They'll give you 25% off using my promo code for their site. And then right next to it, you see YouTube Music. Okay, that's where you can find me. If you can't watch me on YouTube, you can listen to it right there on YouTube Music. Okay. Um, Yesterday, not the greatest of days. Yesterday, man, Castillo, Castillo, and the in Cleveland, man, those guys, they really put up, yeah. But it is what it is, man. We get back today. My Dinger Tuesday pick didn't hit either yesterday, so it is what it is. I should have went with the chalk, man. Arenado and or Luis Robert. Like it is what it is. Pittsburgh Pirates at Detroit Tigers. Here we got an over under 7.5 in this spot. We got Rich Hill on the mound. We got Rodriguez on the mound. I've been waiting on Rodriguez outs prop all morning. Rich Hill, you can look at him for righties. You can look at right hand batters versus him. Probably my favorite bat is probably going to be Baez. Rich Hill's giving up a .925 OPS, and Baez versus righties, his OPS is about 900, close to 1,000. So he does have a history versus him. I know he's probably got one single, a double, probably a home run. So Baez looks okay. Colin Joe, I was looking at him too, but I'll probably just stick with Baez. Um, what else was I looking at here? The walks for Rich Hill. It's interesting. It's intriguing. Minus 125. He's got two walks or better in every game except for two. So that's something that I probably won't go there, but I got to point it out to you guys. So there you have that. But I'm gonna lean towards Detroit in this one here. He's giving up a lot of hits here and there. Uh, 6 hits or more in four of his last seven. I mean, five of his last 8 games. So, a few hits and a few walks could end up to something. A few runs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm leaning at there. I'm leaning towards Detroit in this spot. Like I said, I really wanted to go with Eduardo Rodriguez outs here, even though he's 14. He's 4 of 8 to this number. He's 50% to this number on the season. His outs are sitting at 18.5 at good plus money. Whoo, man, I don't know if I'm gonna take a stab at that. I don't know, man. Maybe I might sprinkle something on it. I don't know. Cincinnati Reds at I don't have nothing for that game. Minnesota Twins at Los Angeles Dodgers. We got over under 8.5 in this spot. We got Gray on the mound. We got May on the mound. Okay. These Dodgers, man, they've been hitting righties well. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of scarce right now. For the for Sonny Gray, Sonny Gray, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, Sonny Gray. Strikeout. His strikeout prop sitting at 5.5. This Dodgers team, they sitting at 13 right now on the season versus right hand pitching. But I did go look the last 2 weeks. So they versus right hand pitching, striking out. They're getting worse. I mean, they're getting better. So now they're 18th right now, 21.3%, and then like I said, on the season they're 23.4%. So I don't know, man. I probably I don't know. I probably just lean off of them, man. I mean, I don't have to. I don't have to take that 5.5, even though it's enticing. I don't have to, and that's what I'm just gonna lean towards. Okay, his outs was intriguing at 16.5, but I'm just gonna fade, man. I'm just gonna overlook it. All right, I'm just gonna overlook it. He's been pitching very, very well, giving up more than one run once this season. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting. Dustin May, on the other hand, I think I want to give a try to his outs, man. I think I want to give a try to his outs, but it's only a parlay piece. It's at minus 185, 17.5. He's 50% to this number here. I can see instances where he can get there. His pitches has been lately. We'll see. Last 5 games, he's still averaging 95 pitches. So I couldn't talk you off the outs there. Um, I don't normally look to his strikeouts. This Minnesota team will strike out versus righties, but right now on the season they're sixth most strikeouts in the league versus righty. But I don't know. I probably just look towards his outs if I do anything there. All right, it's gonna be Los Angeles Dodgers or nothing for me. That money line price right there is okay for me. Minus 136. So I'm gonna take the Dodgers here. Okay. Arizona Diamondbacks. Hey, I expect runs to be put up in this one here. We got over under 9 in this one here. Medina on the mound, Nelson on the mound. I expect runs to be put up on both sides of the ball, man. Then the bullpens. These two bullpens are not my favorite. A's the worst bullpen. Then followed by uh, Arizona. Both of these bullpens are in the top 10 and giving up the most runs. So yeah, I like runs to be scored here. I don't know about the over, but who else would I have in there? Oh, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That was one of my favorite bats there. I think he got in the yard last night. He might be still hot, so that's somebody that you can look at. Um, Philadelphia Phillies. Another game. Hey, we got Taiwan Walker. We got Ross Stripling on the mound. Did I write anything down from this one? No, I probably don't have to. But another game where I expect runs to be put up in this, where I'll be looking at bats. Make sure you guys got a lineup page. So where is that game? Lamonte Wade Jr., Davis, Harper, um, Real Muto, uh, Turner. I mean, those are some of my favorite bats there. I like the most bats on the Philly side, so I'm probably going to lean towards Philly in this one. And it could possibly go over in this spot here. You know what I'm saying? So, I expect runs. Anything else, I expect runs to be put up in this one. All right. Taiwan Walker. Let me see. His earned runs line sitting at 2.5. It's 3 out of 4 in his last 4 games to that number. The K's, this San Francisco, they do hit righties better. That's why I will not. They do hit righties. That's why I won't go to his K prop. You know what I'm saying? They do hit righties, even though on the season they're supposed to be striking out the second most. Every time I mess with them for strikeouts, it doesn't go well for me. All right. But and then you got Ross Stripling on the other side, San Francisco. His K prop is very, very low, sitting at a 3.5. He hasn't hit his out prop none this year. The walks, sitting at over 1.5 right there. If you want to get there, be my guest. He's been getting hit, and then the earned runs, they've been, meh. So I guess I can see him getting hit though. Over 2.5 runs is not out of the realm of possibilities here. This Philly batting lineup, this Philly lineup does have some bats in it. All right, Kansas City Royals and San Diego Padres. Padres hefty favorites here. I do lean towards the Padres. I get the pitcher lean towards the Padres. Just both of these numbers, even the run line is pretty high at minus 135. You could probably go with the. I mean, you could. I don't know. I'm probably not even messing with this game. The strikeouts, though, the strikeouts is intriguing to me. You get the strikeouts for 6.5 at a minus 128 right now. This Kansas City team will strike out versus right hand pitching. You're going to pull up you Darvish. The K's for him sitting at 6.5. Kansas City versus right hand pitching ranked fourth. Now Kansas City have been doing better as of late, hitting right handers. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. Kansas City, uh, last 14 days, they're striking out at a 22% rate versus right hand pitching. That's good for 12th in the league. Uh, and like I said, right here on the season, they 24.7 at fourth. So, 2.5% off. This is Darvish, though he does got that K stuff. I think he's at 27% to the righties and lefties. So, I couldn't talk you off his K prop. And like I said, if you like them at the 1.5 here, you could probably come down. I was messing with it earlier. Took the five, taking. I'm thinking about taking the 5 strikeouts and the 1.5. That'll bring you down to minus 108. I think that's an okay number there, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Keeping it moving. I like Soto again. So I'm gonna keep on going to Soto here. That's the thing about baseball, man. Sometimes these teams get hot, and then you got to know when to be on them. When they get cold, you know how to, you got to know when to get off of. It's just plain and simple. Okay. Um, Nothing for this Atlantic Angels game here. Probably. I mean, shit. I don't know. Nothing for this game here. If you can get past, I think if you can get past, I don't know, man. I think if you can get past Otani in this one, you got a good chance of beating these guys. So you never know, man. Baltimore might be favored for a reason. Washington Nationals and Miami Marlins here. We got an over under 7.5 in this spot. And you got Gore on the mound. We got Cabrera on the mound. Cabrera has been, he's shown flashes where he will strike your ass out. Tell you that right now. And 4 out of his last 5 games, he's hit this number. I don't target Washington for strikeouts. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. This game does have an underfield to it, so you can look at. His outs might not be out of the realm of possibilities. He hit this number once this season, but if he can keep the bats down or whatever the case may be, it's a possibility. He can hit the 16 and a half. Um, oh, um, and then his earned runs. He's 100% to this number at a minus 164, the 1.5 earned runs here. This Washington team has been pesky, so if you want to continue to keep the trend rolling, that's just a trend there. I mean, he's 100% to this number and giving up 1.5 runs. Hey, I couldn't talk you off of it, okay? Mackenzie Gore. I was looking at Mackenzie Gore for his outs, man. 16 and a half. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. This Miami team does hit lefties better than they do hit righties. But hey, minus 119. At the end of the day, we're all gambling. He's 50% to this number. I think it's a possibility that he can get there. I like what he's been doing this season. The strikeout sitting at 5.5. Miami versus left-hand pitchers, they strike out more versus righties than lefties. But hey, he's hit this number in every game except for 2. I don't know which way I want to go. I'm probably leaning towards the outs, to tell you the truth. So I got a strong lean towards the outs for 16 and a half for Mackenzie Gore there. Okay. Anything else that I got written down here? Nope, I do not. Nope, I do not. Next game on the docket, let's talk about this New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays. Here we got an over under 8 in this spot. Another game that feels like an under spot here. Bass has been pitching well. Cole is just Cole. So you got 2 good pitchers on the mound right now. I don't have much for this game. Looks like an under spot. I mean, I couldn't talk you off cold K's or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? What I did look at here, I was looking at some walks here. Anytime you get judge on the mound, I'm always looking for. I mean, on the field, I'm always looking for some outs there. So I mean, for some walks. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, this walk line for Bassett is in at minus 125. He's hit this number in every game except for 2. Okay, so you get a good number, minus 125 for 2 walks with Judge on the other side. I'm not saying I'm going there, but I'm just pointing it out. Okay. Um, Probably my favorite bat here would probably be Rizzo. Bassett pitches his worst pitches versus lefties. You know what I'm saying? And Rizzo has been phenomenal this season, man. So not nothing I'm rushing to the window from, but if I had to take somebody for a hit here, it would be Rizzo. Seattle Mariners at Boston Red Sox here. These two pitchers here, you can target righties versus both of these pitchers. But I didn't write anything up. One thing I will say is Bello, I think he's got a 22% K rate. This Seattle Mariners team will strike out. I think they've gotten better in the last few weeks. So keep that in mind. All right. Tampa Bay Rays at New York Mets. I just can't bet the Mets in no type of way here. I probably won't bet this game. Got an over under 8.5. I think it's a bullpen game for Tampa Bay Rays. Singer. One thing to note about Singer is he will walk batters, but his strikeouts, he does have strikeout stuff. Okay, that's one thing. And then um, he picked up. He had 3 walks or better in every game this year except for 1. So he did last game. He did calm it down. I don't expect him to keep walking 3 and 4 batters each and every game. His walk prop is projected to be 3.5. I probably think it's going to come out at 3.5. And he's walked battles versus Miami twice, three times, Oakland, San Francisco, Washington, Colorado. There's no telling what he'll do against a Tampa Bay Ray team, man. So you walk battles, you put people in Tampa Bay, you make mistakes like that against Tampa Bay. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't have nothing for that game. Milwaukee Brewers at St. Louis Cardinals here. We got Burns on the mound, Liberatore on the mound. I think this is Liberatore's first start. Don't know what to expect for him. And then you got Burns on the other side. The St. Louis Cardinals, they've been hitting righties, surprisingly hitting righties. They're a team known for hitting lefties well, but they've been hitting righties well this season here and the last 2 weeks. Especially the last 2 weeks, their numbers are going up. So, hey, I don't know what to say now. We got over under 8 in this spot. Arenado is on fire. He's hit a home run in 5 straight games. Shit. And then you got Goldie coming behind him. Got numbers versus Burns. Burns, I was looking at his walks here. Um, you know, he's a walk candidate right now. He's got strikeout stuff too. Don't get it twisted. But, every game except for two. It's a parlay piece at minus 218, but he's had 1.5 walks in every game except for two. You can find them walk props on DraftKings and shit like that. All right. I just don't know what to expect from Liberatore, and that's why I can't pick a side in this one right now. Atlanta Braves and Texas Rangers, another game that's got an underfield to it. Evaldo has been pitching well. Strider been pitching. Strider been lights the fuck out, and then man, he's been a monster. But yeah, so both of these pitchers have been pitching okay. Um, Strider, he's got a strikeout 9 strikeouts in every game except for one. His 3 of his last 4 games, he's got double-digit Ks. Texas shown ability to strike out. But versus right-hand pitching, this Atlanta team, they haven't been as good as they have been versus lefties. Um, Texas, they trying to hold on to the straw versus right-hand pitching. Um, last on the season and the last two weeks. They've been about around the middle of the pack in uh you know a lot of the hidden metric categories, but I don't know, man. I don't have a side in this one here. How can I talk you off Strider Cage? That'll probably be my best look here. I mean, I don't know. Shit. It's got an underfield though. You know what I'm saying? Strider can't. I mean, these bats can get missing versus these righties, and Evaldi has been pitching well. So underside in this one here. If I, probably the under and nothing in this spot, and then maybe a same game parlay where I put some strikeouts and the totals together, man. You know what I'm saying? Alternate strikeouts, alternate totals, and try to get out of that with at least a minus 110. That might be something that I'll do. And these last 2 games, surprisingly, I don't have anything for Cleveland Guardians. They hosed me yesterday, and then the Chicago Cubs and France been pitching well. Smiley, I mean, it's a possibility that you could look at Smiley's outs here. He's been pitching well. Oh, the bats I do like here is I like Jordan Alvarez versus lefties though. He's shown the ability to he hits lefties well. All right, so Jordan Alvarez, will hit all the way up to a home run. Couldn't talk you off of that. Smiley, he's 50% to this number on the outs there. So it is what it is. France, this is his 3rd game pitched here. He looked good, man. 17 and a half outs, that's 6 innings. I don't think I'll go there, but he looked good, man. Strikeouts was, he ain't the, he ain't hit his number or whatever the case may be. But hey, Chicago Cubs have been striking out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, with that being said, guys, peace.